This is Jordan Kapala. I'm interviewing my grandmother. How old are you?
I'm 64. I was born in 1945.
How long have you been married?
Been married for 42 years. Got married in 1967.
Are your parents or siblings still alive?
No, my parents are not living. I do have one brother who is still living and lives in Franklin.
Where were you born?
Boston, Massachusetts.
Where do you live now?
Franklin, Massachusetts.
How many children do you have, and what are their names? Their ages?
Their ages. Okay, let's see. I have Pauline, and she's 38. And I have Linda, and she's 36. And I have Robin, and she's 34.
What type of music was popular when you were a teenager?
Well, when I was a teenager, we were big into I'd have to say the Beach Boys, the Beatles.
What was your first car like compared to your current car?
All right, now I drive a Toyota van, and my very first car, before I got married, was a Chevy Impala, kind of sporty. I bought it myself, so I guess it was kind of sporty. This one is more like a van. It's a family car.
Have you ever known anyone who went away to the war?
Yes, I did. I've had uncles that have gone away and fought in World War II. And my husband, your grandfather, the year before we got married, went to Vietnam. He was in Vietnam for 1 year.
How has technology changed, and how do you think has it changed for the better or worse?
It's definitely changed for the better. I can remember when we only had one telephone on the street as a kid, and now everybody has a phone in every room. So I guess I'd have to definitely say technology has changed for the better.
What is your favorite holiday memory and why?
I have to say Christmas. I love Christmas. Christmas was always a very, very special day in our house because it was a time that everybody got together. Everybody met at my grandparents', whether it be the morning, the afternoon, the night. We partied all day, and we saw everybody. They were really, really big on Christmas.
How did your family celebrate Christmas?
Parties. Everybody got together. Everybody brought something. Started Christmas Eve and went right through till the end of Christmas Day. It was just one company after company after company. Okay.
What religion were you?
Catholic. So we started with midnight mass on Christmas Eve, and I'll tell you a little cute story about Christmas Eve. One Christmas Eve we had an awful lot of snow. We stayed up past midnight, the midnight mass, and shoveled snow. My father said that was the very best Christmas present he could have ever had, because he had to get up and go to church the next morning, and he didn't have to shovel out all that snow.
Where did you go on vacation when you were a kid?
My mother liked to travel a lot. She liked to educate us. We'd been to New York City. We'd go to Washington, D.C. We'd go to New Hampshire. We'd see the Man of the Mountain. We'd been to Canada. We had family who had cottages down at Cape Cod. We spent a great deal of time down there. But we did take a lot of trips to Washington, saw all of the educational things in New York. We saw everything.
What was the cost of living when you were first married?
Well, the cost of living was, we could buy a loaf of bread for 50 cents. We could buy a gallon of gas for 57 cents. But our paychecks also showed, because where we make $14 an hour now, we were making $4 an hour then. So we went through some hard times in the People today are going through some hard times.
How much was your first house?
I bought my first house for $13,000. And I traded up for that house and bought my next one for $18,500. My first car we bought the year that we got married cost $5,000. Brand spanking new right out of the showroom. My van today cost $25,000. A gallon of gas then was 57 cents. We're paying $2.57 for a gallon of gas today. But remember, I made $4 an hour, and now I make $14 an hour.
What was your favorite sports memory?
I have to say, the year we got married, the Red Sox won the pennant. It was a really, really big thing. Bob had just come home from the service, and it just was a really big thing. 67.
That's it.